guys, so welcome back to my channel, Creative Hands by Shay. So in today's tutorial, I will be showing you how to make a cute, easy granny square shorts. So to make the shorts, you will need only 2 panels, and then I will show you how to put them together. I will show you how much rows that I will be doing. So I went ahead and I made one of the panels. So this is what it looks like. So I used 3 different colors. So I used the black, white, and orange. And I did a total of 23 rows. So I'm actually making these shorts for my son. So I measure, the measurement is from him. So that is what I will be working with. So if you want to make it for yourself or whoever, you can just measure the thigh of that person that you're making it for. And then you will know how much rows you will need to be done. So once you fold your square like this is the width of the shorts that it's going to be like. So make sure that this is lapping around the thigh of your thigh or whoever you're making it for, making sure that it is lapping around nicely and it has room to breathe in. So this is how we are going to do it, and I will be listing more information on the screen and in the description box on this video, so make sure you check that out. So make sure you click the description box for more information. So I am using my 4.5mm crochet hook to make this shorts, and my scissors and darning needle. Also a measuring tape to do your measurement. So guys, let's jump in the video. So guys, to begin, we will start off by making a magic ring. So you can chain up 4 or you can make a regular magic ring. So whichever one you feel comfortable in doing, you will go ahead and insert your hook like this if you're doing the one that I'm doing now, or you can make your magic ring however you feel comfortable. Make sure that your tail end is dangling on this side here, and you're going to go ahead and chain up 3. And that chain 3 is going to count as our first double crochet. You're going to yarn over, go back into that circle, and you're going to make 2 double crochets. So that's 1 and 2. You are going to chain up 2, go back into the ring, and make another cluster of 3. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Chain up 2. You're going to do a total of 4 clusters. Go back into that ring and make your set of 3 double crochets. Chain 2 again. You can pull on your tail end just to kind of bring it closer, and make your last set of 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. So now that we have done that, we are going to go ahead and chain 2. You're going to pull on your tail end real tight to close that middle part up. So there it is. And then you are going to slip stitch on top of that first chain 3 that we did. So on our square here, just going to put it aside for a little bit. We did white and then 2 rows of orange, then 2 rows of black. I will be putting the color combination on the screen so you can follow along. But when I was making this square, I mistakenly took up the wrong hook. So I actually finished this square off by using a size 4. So I am just going to follow that same pattern to finish off my square, because I don't want one of my square to be bigger than the other. So I am using the size 4.5 now. So I did from here up to this orange section here. So from my white onward to the end, I use the size 4 hook. So that's what I will be doing to finish off my square, to make sure that it is in the, well, they're on the same measurement. So as I stated, I will be putting that on the screen so you can follow along. So now we are going to fasten off. And we are going to get our orange yarn. And you can put your orange yarn wherever you want to put it. So what you're going to do is, instead of working on this same side here that we just worked, you're going to flip your work over, and you're just going to go into one of those chain 2 space, attach your yarn. You can attach your yarn however you feel comfortable. This is just the way how I do mine. So once you have done so, you're going to chain 2, yarn over, go back into that same space, and you're going to make 2 clusters. You're going to chain 2, yarn over, go back into that space, and make, oh, I should tell you that this chain 2 that we did here is going to count as our first double crochet. So this is 3, and now we're going to do another set of 3. So that's 1, 2, and 3, and that is 3 in the same space. You're going to chain 1, going to the next space, and repeat the same steps, doing 3 sets of double crochet, chain up 2, and then 3 more sets of double crochet into the same space. So I'm going to continue doing that right around, and I'll meet you at the end. So now I have come to the end here, and this is what my square looks like so far. So I have a little tiny square. I'm going to chain 1, and then I am going to slip stitch into our first double crochet. So not the chain up 2, but the first double crochet there. So there is my square there completed. So now you are going to turn your work, go under here and do a slip stitch. Now that you have done so, you are going to chain up 2 and make 2 double crochets. Remember, chain 2 counts as our first double crochet. Then you're going to chain 1. You're going to go into this corner here, and you're going to make a corner. So where you have a corner, you will put a corner, and where you have just a chain 1, you will put 3 double crochets there. Chain up 2, do another set of 3 double crochets, chain 1, going to the corner, going to the chain 1 space there, and make 3 double crochets. Chain 1, going to the corner, and make a corner. So continue doing that, and I'll see you at the end. So guys, now I have come to the end of making my square, and you can see that I have a nice little square here. And I am going to chain 1 and slip stitch into our first double crochet here. So not the chain 2, but the second one here, which is our first double crochet. Chain 1 and fasten off. So now we are going to move on to the black. So I will be listing the color combination on the screen so you can follow along. And remember, each row, once you're finished on each row, you will turn your work and start another row. So now I attach my yarn there, chain 2, and make 2 double crochets. Chain 1, going to my corner, and make a corner. So you're just repeating the same step over and over until you get to the desired width of your square. So I will be doing 2 rows of black here. So this is my first row. and you just continue doing that. So I'm going to finish this and I'll meet back up with you. So guys, now I have come to the end here of my square, and I chain my one, and I'm going to slip stitch into my first double crochet there, and I am going to turn my work because I will be doing another row of black. Insert my hook into that space, pull up a loop and do a slip stitch, and then chain up 2, go back into that same space and make 2 double crochets, chain 1, go into the next chain 1 space and make 3 double crochets. And you're just going to repeat this over and over again until you have your desired width. So that's 3, chain up 2, and there I finished my corner. So I'm just going to continue doing this until I get to the amount of rows that I need, which is 23, and I'll meet back up with you and I'll show you what to do next. So guys, and now I have come to the end of making my square, and I did my last stitch there, and I'm just going to slip stitch here, chain 1 and fasten off. So if you have not yet done your next square, you can go ahead and do so, but this is what the square looks like so far, and it is measured from one end here to the next is measuring 22 inches wide. And my next square that I did before that I showed you, that one is also measured 22 inches wide. So what you're going to do now is you are going to get your next square. If you have not already done so, you can pause the video and make your next square. And what you're going to do now is you are going to put your square into the shorts. So you're going to fold it over in half like this, making sure that it is exactly in half, and you're going to make sure that the right side, which is this side, is on the inner part, and we are going to do some sewing. So I'm just going to get my next square here, and I did fold this one in half. So there you can see both squares together. If I can turn it around like this, you can probably see, yeah, the effect of a shorts. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to now get my my pins, and we are going to attach the shorts together. So that will be the top part here, which will technically be the waist, and this part is the leg part of the shorts here. So what you're going to do is you're going to get your measuring tape, and you are going to measure from the top downwards, and it should measure 10 inches, and that is where we are going to stop. So this 10 inches is actually in between this chain 1 space here. So I am going to go in and attach both sides just like that. So you can see, so we're gonna sew this part down. So each side is gonna sew like this, and then the back part is gonna sew together, and we're gonna sew this part upward here. So I am just gonna go and get my, you can also use your darning needle to sew this up, but I'm gonna use my hook, and I'm going to use my 4.0. And basically you're going to attach your yarn. Just give that a tie. Let me just do it a little bit longer so I can have a longer tail end. And now that I have done so, I'm just going to pull down on that, chain 1, and into each and every stitch we are going to be doing some slip stitches. So you're just going to go into, it's going to be a little bit hard to see because I'm using black, but you are just going to go into both loops on each side and make a slip stitch. So slip stitch into both loops on each side, come right up. Once you get here, you can just move on to doing the next part. So I'm just going to continue doing that and I'll see you there. So guys, and now I have come to where I have my stitch marker here, and I am going to remove my stitch marker, and under that chain 1 space there, I am going to go ahead and make a single crochet. I am going to go over on the other side, insert my hook under, and pull up a loop, and I'm going to make a single crochet as well. And then you're just going to turn your work and slip stitch, go back down into each stitches, going into both loops. So now we attach both panels together. So I'm just going to continue doing that, making my slip stitches right down, and I will meet you back up on this side here. So guys, now I have come to the end here, and I am just going to chain 1 and fasten off. And that part is now completed. So both legs of the shorts is completed here. So now we are going to work on the top part of the shorts here. So I'm just going to remove my stitch marker, and I'm going to show you. It's just basically the same way you're going to do this part as well. So all you're going to do is just attach your yarn again through here. Give it a tie, make sure that it is secured. Chain 1 and then slip stitch away. Once you get down to where we did this part here, I'll meet you back here. So guys, and now I am down to the end part here, and I'm just gonna make my last slip stitch into the cluster of double crochets. Now I am gonna go inside that chain 1 space. I'm gonna make a single crochet, and then into where we did our single crochet across there, we're just gonna go underneath that stitch and make another single crochet. And that's how you're gonna do the other side. You're just gonna finish it off just like that, and then chain 1 and fasten off. So I went ahead and do the other side as well. So this is what it looks like. So that part is now all sewed up together, so you can see it there. So now we are going to move on to the waistband of the shorts. So we are going to be doing some double crochets, and I am going to go back to using my 4.5mm crochet hook, and I'm going to attach my yarn into this chain 2 space here. What I'm going to do is, before I do that, I am going to turn my work over. So I'm going to turn it over and I'll be back with you. So guys, now I went ahead and turned over my work. So this is where we did our measurement, where we measured 10 inches down, and this is the leg part here of the short, so you can see it. So now we are going to move on to making the waistband of the shorts, and I'm going to use the black. So I'm just going to attach it into that chain 2 space there. Let me just chain 1 and then give it a tie. So now that I've done that, I am going to chain 1, 2, and 3. And I am going to make 1 double crochet into this stitch here. So 1 double crochet into each stitches of the cluster. And once you get to the chain 1 space, you're going to make 1 double crochet, but you're not going to finish it. You're going to go into the next cluster and you're going to make another double crochet. Now you have 3 loops on the hook. You're going to pull through all 3. So I'm kind of doing that to eliminate these stitches so that the waist can get a little bit smaller. So now I am going into my next cluster, well, my cluster again. Now the chain 1 space. Remember, you're not going to finish. You're going to yarn over, go into the cluster. Now you have 3 loops on the hook. Pull through. So now I'm just going to continue doing this right around, making double crochets into each double crochet. Once you get to the chain 1 space, you will make a double crochet, but you will not finish. Going to the next double crochet, make 1 double crochet, and then now you have 3 loops on the hook. You're going to pull through, so you're eliminating 1 stitch as we go along. So continue doing that right around, and I'll see you at the end. So guys, now I have come to the end here, and I have 3 stitches remaining. So I'm just going to go into those stitches. 1, 2, and 3. So I have a total of 117 stitches remaining, and I think I'm going to work with this width of waist, and I will be now doing some front post and back post double crochets. So we're going to slip stitch into our chain 3 here, chain up 3 again. You're going to yarn over and you're going to do a front post. You're going to yarn over and you're going to do a back post. So you're going to insert your hook from the back and pull through. Front post and back post. And remember, when you're doing your back post over the stitch that we did together, which is 2, you're going to go over those stitches. You're not going to split them into 2. You're just going to go over them and make, because that is technically 1 stitch. Then you're going to do a front post and then a back post. So you're going to continue doing that right around until you get back to the end, and I'll meet you there. So guys, and now I have come to the end of my waistline, and what I did was instead of using the full black, I went ahead and I used orange on the top. So instead of doing the 2 extra rows, I did 3 extra rows. So I finish it off with the orange, so I did 2 rows of orange there. So I'm just gonna finish my last stitch here. So if you want yours to be exactly like this, you can do it, or if you just want to do it with black, you can just add 3 extra rows of black just to have only black waist. But I think it looks cute with the orange top. And we're just gonna slip stitch here and fasten off. So I'm just gonna pull up on this part here. And I am going to weave this part in, and basically our shorts is now completed. So you can go ahead and weave your tail end in. So I am just gonna go into this stitch here like this, and I'm gonna go through this one here, and let me just go through. And I'm just gonna go down into this part here. Just to weave that in. So there it is. Just pull down my stitch so it lays nice and flat, and weave my tail end in. So I have 2 tail end here that I need to weave in as well. So you're basically just kind of going underneath the stitch, making sure that it is not going on the other side. Now I can fasten off. You can do the same thing, weave in your other stitches. Now I can fasten off. So guys, our shorts is now completed, and we're just gonna lay it aside. So this is the back of the shorts and this is the front here. So I'm gonna lay it aside for now, and we are going to work on the string or the loop to go into that part there to lace at the front. So I am going to mix, and this is what I have left back from my black yarn. So, and this is what I have left back from the orange. And for the white, I have just a small amount left back as well. So this is what I have left back. So to make our string for the shorts, we're just gonna give this a tie. And we are going to do some weaving, I should call it. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna insert your hook like this. You're gonna pull up on the orange or whatever color you're using, pull up on the other one, and then pull through. So it's kind of like a slip stitch, and then you're gonna do the same thing and pull through. So you're just yarning over and pulling through. And just continue doing this until you get to your desired length. I hope I have enough black to finish this. If not, I'm gonna have to pull it out and just use the orange only. So continue doing this until you get to the end, and I'll meet you there where I will be weaving this into the shorts, the waist of the shorts. So there it is. So I'll see you there, guys. So guys, and now I have come to the end of making my string here for the waistband. So I went ahead and I weave in my tail ends, so I insert them on the inner part here of the string. So I'm just gonna pull up on this part here. I think this is long enough because it is really stretchy, and I am just gonna do the measurement so you can see how much this is measuring. So without stretching, this is measuring 26 inches long, and I can bet if you stretch it, it's gonna measure about 30, almost 40 inches long if you give it a good stretch. So let me just see that. Yeah, so it's given me 39 inches, so you can see there 39. So that's not bad. And I am just now going to do my weave in. So this is the back part of the shorts here, but I want to get the front stitch here. So what I'm going to do is I am going to get me a latch pin. I'm just going to make sure that I am at the right one here, and I'm going to go under these stitches. So like go like 2 under. So that's 2, skip 2, go under, skip 2 again, skip 2, go under, skip 2, go under, skip 2. And this is how I am going to lace it right around, just by skipping 2 and going under. So I'm going to continue doing that, and I will meet you at the end. So guys, I have 4 stitches here remaining, and I am going to go under this one here and come out on the other side. Well, technically I have 5, so this is 1 here, but I am going to leave that one in the middle, and that is where we are going to stop. And this is the amount of string I have left back. So I'm just pull this one a little bit so that it's even. So this is the length of what I have left back here, so you can see. So I can go ahead and eliminate some of my stitches, or I can just leave it because you'll be tying it up like this. You'll be tying it up so you can see. But if you don't want your string to be that long, you can go ahead and eliminate some of your stitches from this part here, and there it is. So guys, I am going to show you how to do the same thing that I did on this side. So what I'm going to do is I am actually going to eliminate about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I'm going to eliminate 6 stitches, and I'm going to give it a one. Just gonna I don't know why my words is not coming. Yeah, so I'm just gonna do a slip stitch here and fasten off. So now that I have my slip stitch, so we now need to make sure that our 2 tail ends here is measuring up the same. So this one needs to pull just a touch more. Okay, there we go. So now we are going to get my darning needle here, and I'm just going to show you how to do this part. So all I did was to weave it in just like this. So I insert the needle inside of the stitch. So insert it right down. Make sure that it is not coming out into the sides. So you can see it there, it's coming out on that side, so I don't want that to happen. So I want to go like more on the inner part of it. Okay, so there you go. Oh, it's still coming out on that side. Okay, I'm gonna try that again. Okay, and pull through. And just pull down like that, and then once you pull down, you cut the excess off. And you're gonna do the same thing to this one as well. So you're just gonna go ahead and tug it down to make sure that it is nicely done. And we are gonna go ahead and fasten off. There's a little part here left back with my orange. And there it is, guys. So our shorts is now completed. And that is what it looks like, guys. So it's looking super cute. I love the way how it turned out. So all you have to do is just give it a little tie here and give it a little bow, just like that. And there it is. It is looking super cute. I love the way how it turned out. So guys, if you're new to my channel, please do subscribe. Please remember to share this video, like, comment, tell me what you think. And again, thanks for watching. Until next time, bye.